Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to our third module. Man, can you believe we're already on our third module? You're on your third lab. Awesome job. Congratulations. Keep up the awesome work. And make sure, I don't want any of you guys sitting there frustrated or thinking you're supposed to know this stuff right off the bat. We're not. Learning is all about practicing and making mistakes along the way. That's what real learning is. And I want to provide you that place that's safe where you know that you don't always need to get everything right or know everything right off the bat. So one of the reasons why I try to provide so many different resources and also give you guys the opportunity, if you get half your lab wrong, don't worry about it. Say, "Hey Angela, I need to meet. I want to get this right." I love to meet with my students. It's why I absolutely love, love, love my job. And we can work this out. We can figure it out and make it happen. Just let me know how I can do that. So, where we're going to find ourselves is September 19th through the 25th. We're on the relationship between the earth and the sun. And man, do they hang out. This relationship is so important. The sun is our battery pack. The sun fuels not only the things that grow, but it makes the weather possible. Weather means rain, rain means water. What do we as humans need? Water. If we didn't have the sun, you guys, all of that would go away. Let's go ahead and click on our overview. And it's going to be that place. It's literally going to tell you everything you need to know. So, sun equals energy. Our learning objectives are going to be 1 through 5. We're going to talk about the rotation, the revolution around the sun, the importance of the tilt of the earth, and the shape. We're not a square, we're not flat, we're not 2D, we're 3D. All of these things matter, and how in the earth and the sun interact with each other and how they've made life for us possible. The importance of latitude, right? We learned latitude for a reason because latitude has a huge, huge impact on the amount of concentration and the angle we receive of the sun's energy. That gets into our angle of incidence and the amount of radiation each location receives on planet Earth because it's different. And how we name those rays, we name them in 3 different ways. And then another important part is the amount of day length that we receive and how that depends based on where you're at latitudinally. So the first thing we always start off with in our labs is a quick survey. It's literally 5 clicks and you get points for it. 5 clicks and nothing is right and nothing is wrong. This lets me know where everyone comes to the table in certain concepts because then it helps me adjust our lab. So this part is really important. That's why it's always do a little bit ahead of time. That way I can see where everyone is like. It's going to ask you like things about how comfortable are you learning about the tilt of the earth? And you can say, I can strongly disagree on all of it. Totally fine. It's important that I know that. So here is the lesson. This is where I teach. And this week we have 2 teaching resources. I've got an additional one for you here. It's only 20 minutes. Believe me, when I was in school, when I was in college and I was learning and I was sitting in this class just like you are, I had to go over these lectures like 3 times. I did. Some of it is just tough. And then on top of that, if I'm like, okay, I didn't get it, then I needed to meet with my instructor. Or I went to extra tutoring because I went to a really big school. Then on top of that, I give you the teaching lesson. So I teach this to you. And then I give you the notes that I've followed along the way. So you get the video and then you get the same notes. So that if you want to go back to the video or the notes when you're doing the lab, you have this. Then here's when we practice. And again, if you get everything wrong in the practice, you still get points for it. Doesn't matter. Then this is that check in where you're like, okay, Angela, I've learned the lesson. I've gone through the 2 lectures. I've practiced. I'm still not getting it. I really, really would like your support. I need more support. Let's meet. Let's make this happen. or you say, I'm almost there. I'm just going to go over the lectures again. Or you say, I'm good to go. And again, here are our learning objectives. The last part of all of our labs is the actual lab. So again, here it is. You can download it. You can print it out. You can answer everything on here. The most important part is that what you turn in needs to look exactly like this, whether it's printed out or whether it's electronic. Do not change this lab. You're turning everything in exactly as this looks. You're just adding your answers either in electronic or written format. Please do not turn in this whole thing deleted. Turn in this exact form. Just fill in the answers here. And as always, if you fill them in and you highlight them, or if you do them in a different color, it does make my life a lot easier because I do hand grade all of these. And like you've seen, I do give comments in the comments section. And then I say 7 days from the date of these comments or corrections, you can correct all of this and get full credit. So even if you get a lab half wrong, I will let you know, and then I'll say, hey, why don't we meet? Let's fix this. And you have 7 days from the date that I send those corrections. So here is this lab. I try to always stick with about 20 questions. And then at the end, what I really like to do is give a few where it's like, what did you think about this lab? And you can fill those in. So again, this is what the structure of our labs is going to look like. And then, as you guys know, at the very end, you have the opportunity to correct your entire lab within 7 days that I give you those comments. If you want to meet within that time, I would absolutely, absolutely love to be able to do that. Know that I'm always here, and know that learning is a series of not getting stuff right. And that's what it's all about. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great week.